Hey up, welcome back. Today I thought I would show you around my toolbox, do another toolbox tour sort of thing. I've had this box now about a year, pretty much bang on a year. So I thought I'd do an update on it. Gear an update on like the Halford's tools and everything what I've got, and just generally gear a quick look at what tools I've got, what I think of them after using them for over a year, and what have you. So yeah, we'll just jump straight in, show you my toolbox again, and let you know what I like about it, what I don't like about it. So yeah, let's jump in. Right, so this is the SGS 56-inch toolbox. I'm having to stand right back so I can get it all in the frame. But as you can see, it still looks very nice. It's now I will say I am only an hobbyist. I'm only using them occasionally, you know, mostly through summer because I'm not working out on drive when it's raining and crap like that. But all these are just hobby tools, you know, they don't get as much use as what they would in a proper garage. But as you can see, this lid still works perfectly. I do, every time I come in garage I open that up, never had a problem with it. As you can see, it's a bit cluttered up there. I just stick all my random stuff on that. These plug sockets and USB chargers that are built into it, they are fantastic. Really glad that it have got them. Coming very useful. As you can see, there's quite a big space. It has, the liner has still held up all right. This is a little bit annoying. I don't know whether the camera picks it up. Just let me try and zoom in a little bit on that. It's not the best quality finishment. It's like really ripply. I don't know whether it's just like the paintwork or whatever that's wore a bit naff or what, but it just, you know, it's one little thing that annoys me. Moving on, things like here, I don't know how well you're going to see it, but it's like little tack welds. You know, I think they could have actually hidden them better. Like for instance, in this little corner here, you can just see little tack welds on every joint really. I think they could have done better to hide them. And they're not the best welds I've ever seen, but it's a solid box. Nice little handles on it. As you can probably tell, it's never moved. I've never moved it from there, and it probably never will move. As for the drawers, they are really solid. You know, there's no movement in them at all. Unlike the Halford's one that I had, you could like probably bounce the drawers. They do feel really nice, smooth drawers as they work. There's no soft close or all like that on it. You do just have to like click it into place. Now, another thing, sometimes I find it won't lock, and it's because if the drawer isn't in fully, you know, if it's not clicked in fully, you're not going to be able to lock it. But other than that, you know, I'm really pleased with it so far. So we'll give you a quick tour. This is like my, I forgot what you call them now. Pliers, that's it. A few plier sets and what have you. These are some ratchet spanners that I've had for a long time now. I think I bought them from B&Q. They've been really good ratchet spanners then. I probably think those are better than the Halford's ones. I'll show you the Halford's ones in a bit. We'll get down to that. Here we've got some of the Halford's modular tray sets. I think they're all fantastic sets. These circlip pliers are good. I have done separate reviews on most of these sets, so if you want to have a look on my channel, you'll be able to find them. So I'm not going to go into too much detail. These new foam tray styles, they're not too bad. As you can see, they do slide back a little bit, even though we've got this like mat in bottom at drawers. Here's the old style modular tray sets, still all pretty good condition. Like I say, I am only using them for hobby use, so they don't get a lot of use, but it's nice to have them. So we'll move over here. This one I just keep a few random bits of crap in it. That's for my microphone, what you're listening to me through now. Odd bits and bobs. Another junk drawer. Just random bits. It's pretty much all like that. It's a bit of a mess. I do need to have a bit of a tidy up. These Halford's advanced files seem to be really good. I have used them quite a bit. I'm quite pleased with them. And then move down to this massive drawer here. Yep, that's another mess. I do really need to have a tidy up. There's a lot of bodywork in fillers and a lot of grinding discs and everything in here. And then move back down to some more tidier stuff. They're all really good sets. The only thing I will say is the deep sockets. Well, every time I've needed a deep socket, there's never been the size in any of these sets that have been what I wanted. So I ended up buying this set, US Pro set, which has got all the sizes in, you know, that these are missing. So I'll use that more than any of these deep sockets. I'll move down. That's my spanner set. I've got the US Pro offset spanners. I had them like before I really bought any of these, so I didn't bother getting the modular tray set in them. Plus, it's, you know, I won't be able to fit it in there anyway. Now, as for spanners, these adjustable set is brilliant. They're a really nice set of spanners. These solid, just standard spanners are really nice. Then you get to your ratchet spanners. These are the ones without the flex head are probably the better ones to go for. I don't really like these. These are a bit naff. I only bought these because at the time they had like an unreal offer on, and I think I paid 22 quid for them, and they were reduced from about 70 quid or something like that. If I'd have paid 70 quid for them, I'd have been really, really annoyed. They're really floppy. They're really thick as well. That's another downside to these. You know, when you're trying to get them into a tight space, they're just too thick. They're really thick. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of them. Like I say, these these ones, some that I had from years ago, and even though you can just see that they are slightly thinner, but it makes a hell of a lot of difference just having them that little bit thinner. They seem to be really fat and bulky. Now, let's yeah, that's just another random drawers. Just quickly show you through here. This is my electrical bits, impacts, extension sockets. These are pretty good. I have used these quite a lot as well, but same again. I ended up having to buy extra sockets for bits that I needed. But as for the toolbox itself, the drawers, if I can show you, these have got like indents, you know, to stiffen them up so that they don't sag, you know, in the middle. They are like I don't know how well it's going to show up on camera, whether you might just be able to see around here on camera. This bottom drawer, well, the main big drawer has actually got runners, you know, like extra thick, like a thick piece that runs all the way full length to stiffen that drawer up. I'm not sure about this big bottom drawer. It's got the indents in, you know, it just feels, it is a good solid, you know, toolbox. Really happy with this one. Don't regret buying it, but that being said, I will never buy an SGS product again. Even though this is fantastic, I've got an SGS compressor, which, don't get me wrong, it's a nice compressor, it's lovely, it's perfect for my needs anyway, but I did have a problem with it. It was still under warranty. I rang SGS up and basically they just fobbed me off. Took 3 weeks of emails and phone calls. Basically they made me feel like I was trying to scam them, and the only way that they were going to repair it was for me to pay to have it shipped back to them, for them to have a look at it and maybe fix it and maybe not fix it, for me to then have to pay to get it shipped back to me. And it worked out just cheaper to fix it myself, which it was a capacitor that's in here. Well, there's two actually. I bought both, replaced both. I think it was like 46 quid. So, and it's working perfect again now. But my experience from the SGS customer service, I'm never buying from them again. It's yeah, terrible experience. But that's enough of that. So overall though, I've not had a problem with this toolbox. I am happy that I've got it. I think if I were to buy another one, I might try a US Pro or something like that. For the price, I think it's well worth what I paid for it. Could have been finished a little bit better, but overall, like I say, I'm really pleased with that. Now, as we move around, we've got my rtech little MIG welder, MIG 180. That is a fantastic welder. It really is. It's brilliant. Now, back to the customer service. SGS were terrible. I had a little problem with this welder where the wire feed stopped working on it. So I rang rtech up, told them the situation. Basically, within 5 minutes, he says, not a problem, we'll send someone out to pick it up tomorrow. Just package it up, we'll pick it up, fix it, and send it back to you. I had it back in my garage working in under a week. you know, and it didn't cost me anything. You know, the rtech customer service and warranty on that is unbeatable. And then you've got people like SGS that just ruin that experience. But yeah, that is one hell of a welder. Really pleased with that. It came in very useful when I was doing my GSI rebuild. And as you can notice in background, we've got my ryobi stuff. I know, it's not everyone's a fan of ryobi, you know, it's, but for hobby use, you know, they are brilliant for hobby use. I don't know whether I'd use them, you know, if I were on a site or all like that. I mean, they have come a long way from what they used to be. That has had a lot of use. That has been a fantastic tool. This brushless grinder is brilliant. Multi-tool, we've got, well, as you can see, the couple of grinders. Nice drill here. Company called CBS Power Tools actually gave me that. Brilliant place if you're into ryobi. I would definitely check them out. Brushless impact driver, which I've got the attachments so I can use sockets, you know, my sockets on it, which is what I mostly use it for. That's also a brilliant little tool. And then some other stuff. This soldering iron, I absolutely love that. I have got a soldering station up there, but I use that all the time now rather than getting the soldering station out. Brilliant little thing. And a couple of other things. That circular saw, well, I don't really use it, to be honest. I only bought that so I could cut the the wood up to make this box. And I've never used it again since. So I bought it to make the box, and then it's just been in there ever since. Never really used it. No, don't really do much wood working as such. And whenever I do, I've got this little bandsaw here. I do need to have a bit of a tidy up. If you're new to my channel, I do tend to do a mix of stuff, whether it's like from a bit of blacksmithing, or I've just recently got into doing a bit of remote control car stuff, you know, over winter, and then in summer I'm rebuilding my other car, and I do a general mix of stuff, from making stuff to tool reviews. So if you don't mind, consider subscribing if that's something that you might be interested in. And here is my little gas forge for when I'm doing a little bit of blacksmithing. Here we have got my Evolution miter saw. This thing is a lovely machine. You can cut steel and wood and many other things with it. That's why I opted for this one, so I can cut a bit of steel as well as play about with a bit of wood. Yeah, that sounded a bit rude, that, didn't it? But yeah, so that's pretty much it. And then we've got this little shop vac that comes in very useful. I do need to actually use it a bit because my garage is a bit filthy at the minute, but I hope that clears everything up. Well, clears everything up. What? Right, well, I hope you enjoyed that quick update and a bit of a shop tour. It's only a little garage what I've got, but you can see I've managed to squeeze quite a bit into it. If there's any tools that you've seen that you want a bit more details on, if you have a look in my other videos, the chances are I'll have done a review on it, you know, separately to this video. So go check that out. And like I say, if you don't mind hitting that like button, maybe consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.